What's up, everybody? Welcome back to our channel. Welcome back. Welcome back. Hopefully, everybody had a good Christmas. I know that I did. And let's discuss what we got from Biker Claws. I know I got some good stuff here. Let's see. Yep, there we go. We're live. This is a new format, everybody. Welcome. I hope you like it. What's going on? Tell me, what do you think of this new format? For everybody, I could take your comments and pin them up right here. If you leave me a comment on the side, we could talk about, put them right up. What's up, James? Glad to see you're here, man. Welcome. The wife likes the new format. Welcome, everybody. So, hey, while we're here, let's talk about Biker Claws. What did Biker Claws bring everybody? All right, I got my calendar from Meg's Motorcycle Journey here on YouTube. Meg's an awesome girl. She's also a great YouTuber. And if you want your own calendar, they're on Etsy. And there's a link to that on her YouTube channel. I ordered my own. That's awesome. Let's see. The big announcement that I put out there. What did Biker Claws get me? You guys ready? It's for my 2020 Lowrider S. Everybody sitting down? I got the Harley Davidson Crate Engine 131. I ordered it on Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas to me from me. I'm excited about that. I'm going to probably have the dealership install it. This way, I could do a live video shoot of them doing the install at the dealership. I think that's a good thing. I'm looking forward to it. A 131 and that nice little lowrider. I know it's already been done, but not for me. Yeah, thanks, James. I appreciate it. I'm excited about it. So I'm going to have a 114 motor. Going to be sitting here. What I'm going to do with it, I don't know yet. I will most likely put it up for sale. Pumps and everything else that's in there. So, let's talk about, what else did everybody else get for their bikes for Christmas? What did you guys get? Oh, yeah. Before I move on, I forgot. On lights for the garage. So they're going to go up behind me over this lift over here. So I could really light up that lift as well. And, to me, there's nothing better than being able to see while you're working. And speaking of working, what am I working on over here? Let's take a look. Get out of the way. We have been doing some cam chain tensioners on this bike. And let's talk about some, I don't know who the mechanic was or the shop that did the last cam chain tensioners on this bike. This bike's got 50,000 miles. And I'm looking at the first original, the outside cam chain tensioner that you would find right here. And it doesn't look that bad. The wear on it is quite minimum. Looks like it's got maybe about, 10 to 20,000 miles on it. But when I took it apart, I had one. And this is that's the tensioner. That's right. That metal bar and this part of the spring were riding on the cam chain. Luckily, no damage was done to that cam chain. I found most of the bits and pieces for this tensioner inside the cam chest. And, that bike is moving along. This bike has some oil leaks with it. And again, some shoddy practices. People don't like to use Loctite for some reason. I don't understand. But a lot of his rocker box bolts for the upper and the lowers were loose. And that's why they were leaking oil. It is disgusting. So, yeah, I just can't believe the amount of shoddy practices that people do. So I had to I had to take the top rocker box off and the rocker arms out anyways, to pull out the push rods, to pull out the lifters, so I could pull the whole cam plate and cams out to replace that inner cam bearing. I'm freezing up. Oh my God, really? I'm sorry, honey. I wish there was something I could do about that. I do have that repeater, but I don't know if it's working too well. It should. It worked well last week, and everything seems to be on over there. But yeah, the cam chain tensioners are up. They're working. They're doing well. So I'm happy about that. That I was able to, fix a lot of these oil leaks. Another issue that he has is the battery is not charging. And I did a video on how to troubleshoot your charging system. And I did another one while I'm working on this bike here, a little bit more in depth, because the last one I did was on a 3-phase system. This is just a phase stator, not a 3-phase stator. So I did a video to show you the difference of what's going on. But the stator is in good shape. It's not grounded out. It's not shorted out, and it's creating AC voltage, which is awesome. The big problem is it's the DC voltage being generated through the voltage regulator / rectifier. That's bad. And when I unbolted it to unplug the stator, I found that the bottom of it was all cracked and broken. So I knew right from the top that was going to be an issue. So moving along, we ordered a new voltage regulator rectifier. All righty. We got 5 people watching. Hello, welcome. Leave me some comments down below. I can highlight your comments. Let me know if I'm still freezing up with this new format. Let me know you're here, where you're from. Oh, now we're down to 3. I lost 2. I guess people don't want to communicate with me on Dr. Harley's. Oh, now we're back up to 5. That's awesome. Welcome, everybody. Cheers. Hey, let's give big thanks to our sponsors. Hello, Harry. Sponsors of Yankee Harley Davidson and Cape Cod Harley. Welcome. If you're just joining me, Biker Claws brought me or ordered me a 131 crate motor for my Lowrider S. So I'm kind of excited about that coming. New York in the house. Awesome. I was just down in the Bronx yesterday, down on Arthur Avenue. And a couple weeks ago, I was in Manhattan, for Rockefeller Center and all of that. New York in the house. Right on. Oh. So if you guys got any questions, drop them right there in the comments. Let's get this thing going. I talked about I got my new calendar from Meg's Motorcycle Journey. We talked about the cam chainers here and the cam chain and what's going on. Talked about what I got for Christmas from Biker Claws. Guys, tell me, what did you Christmas for Biker Claws, biker related or not? But hey, why not? While I'm here, I'm going to take a shot. Yep, Harry, yep, that is your bike. So just to reiterate, I don't know, did you hear everything I mentioned about it? Oh, that's your friend's bike. Yeah, right on. Did you hear what I mentioned about everything that was going on with that bike? Hey, cheers, a little Jaeger cold brew over here in the house. I just realized something today. This will be my last live for 2022. The next live will be in January 2023. My next video will be January 1st, 2023. Yeah, man, thank you. I appreciate having you tell me to bring it to me. I do everything I can to help you guys out. You know, it's all about family and helping family out. But yeah, my last video was Sunday for 2022. And my new video comes up 2023. And the 1-year anniversary for this channel is coming up on February 3rd. So I'm probably going to do a special live event for that 1-year anniversary party. Yeah, you know what? Let's make it a party, a 1-year anniversary party for Dr. Harley on YouTube. I think that would be great. What do you guys think? Oh, so yeah, we got a couple of bikes coming in. We have one we're going to be setting out for dyno tuning. That's one, the 2019 Billiard Blue I did with the stage 2. And then we have I have another bike coming in with an oil leak on the 7th. And I believe that's an Evo. James, am I right? Is that an Evo moto? That's actually James's bike coming in. Let me know if that's an Evo motor. I believe it is. All right. Good. Down in the bottom of the screen. Yes, it is an Evo. Those are fun. They're not as far as rocker box. There's not a lot of room, but we'll get. So yeah, he's got an Evo. He's got an oil leak, and we'll definitely get that taken care of for him and get that live. You're freezing? Nah, not really. I got the heat going in the garage, so I'm not that cold. It's not hot, but cold. But the Jaeger's cold, so that's good. Oh, there's a video that's freezing. I'm sorry. I'm gonna take a look at my Wi-Fi extender here and see what's going on. Give me a minute. Yeah, for some reason, it's got poor quality signal coming from the house to the garage screen. Yeah, I'm going to have to figure that out. I'll dig into a little bit more. I bought a Wi-Fi extender. It worked out well last week, but I guess with this new software with the, that I'm using to stream, it's a little bit more taxing than going through YouTube's live. The difference is with this software, I could do things like this. I can invite other people into the conversation. Question. Okay, here we go. When cams on a 2015 Twin Cam 103, what parts do I suggest 60,000? Harry, it's kind of 60,000 doing cams. I'm going to highly recommend you upgrade your cam plate and oil pump and get the hydraulic cam chain tensioners for the inboard and outboard. If you have the time, you could do away with the cam chain tensioners, go with a gear drive. But you will, before you buy, I will highly recommend you measure the run out on your crank. If that run out is more than 0.004 thousandths, 4 thousandths. If it's more than that, do not buy a gear drive because you'll just tear things apart. So I sit there and always tell everybody, just go keep up the regular chain drives and get the S&S cam chain tensioners, the hydraulic. EA Biker 65, what's up, bro? Welcome. So, yeah, you want to you do your cams, your cam bearings, your oil pump, your cam plate, upgrade cam chain tensioners. Also, you want to upgrade your lifters, depending on which use adjust button. And again, depending on the cam that you get, do you have to change your valve springs or not? And of course, you're going to need a good tuner. And the whole thing now would be your clutch. And I will reiterate that you always want to get a variable rate pressure plate. It's a good upgrade for the clutch. It's cheaper. About everything. EA Biker, I was asked that about the what cams to get for his 103 twin cam and what parts should he get. And yeah, I'm sorry I'm freezing up everybody, but since you just joined the party, I'm getting a Milwaukee 8 131 crate motor from my Lowrider S. So the 114 with a cam in and out and a 131 crate motor is going in. So that's what we're talking about. And cam chain tensioners on the bike behind me that I've been working on today. And we're doing the voltage regulator on that as well. That part is on order. Again, I apologize. I'm new software I'm trying out here. Everybody's comments to it. I'm liking that, but I'm probably going to be moving this inside the house because we're going to, until I could get an actual good, reliable internet out here in the garage. And how to do that, I'm still working on those plans of making this. Maybe I have to move that Wi-Fi extender in the house. But the problem is I have a concrete block garage, and that's the problem with the Wi-Fi is a concrete block. Maybe I could get like an antenna array or something. I don't know. But everything is asking, can you use different brand cams? You can intermix all the parts from brand to brand. Like Fueling makes a cam plate, and so does S&S. And Fueling's a little bit more money. So being budget conscious, for the same job, I stick with S&S. Depending on your cams. So on a twin cam, I like the Woods 2222 XE cams. It's a high performance cam. We'll push rods with that. But it's a really good cam. You'll get some great numbers out of it. And to me, that's the cam to put in the twin cam motors. Now, I'm already thinking, what cam do I want to put in my 131 next winter? Because I can't leave well enough alone. There's nothing wrong with more power. So I'm thinking, ride it for the year. And then, next winter, we'll put it up on the operating table here in the OR and rip out that stock-ish cam from Screaming Eagle and the cam plate and oil pump, throwing an S&S oil pump. And I'm thinking of 478. I'm sorry, 468. Might go to a 472 or something a little bit bigger since it's got beefier valve springs already done on those heads. So I think that's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. I will do a live moto vlog once the motor's done and it's tuned. This way we could get on the road together and you guys could hear it and give you my first impressions of the bike with that motor in it, going from 114 to 131. I am going to do a live install of it, whether it's going to be here in the OR or up at the dealership. I'm hoping to be done up at the dealership, but I'm waiting on things to work out there better. So we'll see how that goes. Let's see. It says here my Wi-Fi has gotten better. So that's good. You know, everybody's here. Let me know where you're from and where you're at. You know, I'm here in Ansonia, Connecticut. We got, let's see, Henry Allen from New York. We got PA Biker 65 from Pennsylvania. My wife from the living room. Who else we got? And what else do we have out there? Hey, does any of my fellow YouTubers want to jump on this live? I can invite you in on that. Elm City. Yes, absolutely. Elm City. In the house. Much love and respect to the Elm City boys. James, you know what I'm talking about. Elm City, North Haven, New Haven. Philadelphia. Steve, how you doing? Long time no see, man. We missed you last week. Welcome back. I can invite you in if you want, Steve. You know, just hit me up on Instagram and I could send you the link. That's right, brother. MLNR. Much love and respect. And don't forget honor. Much love, respect, and honor. You guys are awesome. Let's see. Did I ever do 12? You know, I personally didn't do a 1250 kit on a 883, but I used to ride with a guy who had it done on his 883, and I could tell you, Harry, that bike was a beast. It would keep up with most 114s and definitely keep up with the 103s because it's a light bike, and that thing was just a beast. It was a lot of fun to watch him ride, and he enjoyed riding it, and he said it was fast, and damn, he could throw that bike around. Granted, yeah, 80% of it's the rider, not the bike, but that 20% made a huge difference. Oh, FPS, what's up, bro? From Detroit in the house. Detroit. Nice, man. Nice. I'm going to be, hey, FPS, are you going out to the anniversary party at Harley Davidson in, I think that's June? Let me know. I'll be there. Let's see. PA Biker writes, my wife's Indian Scout Sexy is a really fast bike. Hell yeah, man. Those Scouts are fast. They're light, they're nimble, and they're making good power. I love those Scouts. You know, I really do. Let's see. They got anybody hitting me up on Instagram? You'd like to? Yeah, I'm definitely going. I'm going out there Friday, Saturday, and flying back Sunday. So yeah, let's if you're out there, let me know. Let's hook up. I'm gonna probably do a live or a video. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah. You wish. James, I got a busy summer. Just so everybody knows, I'm leaving for Daytona on March 2nd, be down there for Bike Week. Then I'm going up to Laconia for the 100th anniversary party. Dates to be announced of when I'm going to be there and when's there's going to be a meet and greet in Daytona. There's going to be meet and greets everywhere I'm going this year. Those dates and times and locations will be announced as time comes on. So we're going to Daytona, going to Laconia, going back to Gettysburg, PA. That's a great bike week if you've never been. From there, we're going to the 120th anniversary homecoming party for Harley Davidson. and we're going to the Catskill Mountain Thunder this year, not Ocean City, because they happen at the same time. So if you're in those areas, let me know you're going to be there. Let's try and hook up, have a beer, go for a ride, do something. Speaking of which, let's have a beer. Oh, so yeah, I'm looking forward. Hey, thank you. I appreciate it. A lot of that is coming out of my own pocket. And yeah, I've already paid for some of my trip for Daytona. And I'll be down there from the 2nd to the 12th. Leaving on the 2nd, and I'll be back on the 12th. And so, it's going to be a good time down there. I'm already hooking up with some other YouTubers on the first Saturday down there at the Chromeworks display for a bike reveal. I don't know much more than that. Yeah, I'll hit you up when I'm in Gettysburg. I'm actually going to be there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm heading out on Sunday. Friday, I'm doing the Battlefield tours, but Saturday, I'll be doing a meet and greet down by the stage area and the picnic tables. Time to be announced when that's going. Let's see, because if my bike makes it, I'm going to try to get to Gettysburg. Yeah, Steve, man. Love for you to come out. Love for you to come out. I don't know if anybody's ever been to the Gettysburg Bike Week, but man, it is one of the best bike weeks I've been to, and I've been to basically all of them. I've been to Daytona for spring and Biketoberfest. I've been to Myrtle Beach for the spring and fall rallies. I've been to Laconia. I've been to Ocean City. I've been to Laconia. I've been to Americade. I've been to Sturgis. I've been to a lot of rallies. And Gettysburg is one of my favorite. One is, we're right there on a historic battlefield. So there's that attraction to it. And I stay at a historic bed and breakfast while I'm down there. And to me, that's what makes it worthwhile, is being at the bed and breakfast. And because you're right there in history in Gettysburg, and the riding there and back. Now the wife says it could be weather-related Wi-Fi issues. Yeah, maybe. But if you've never been to Gettysburg Bike Week, do go. Now, the vendor village, there is a charge to get into the vendor village. Now, I've pre-ordered my passes for my wife and I. And you know what? I honestly don't mind paying that. Normally I do, but Gettysburg has live music and fireworks. They have live music every night, plus the fireworks, I think, on Saturday night. So that helps pay for that. And, that's why I don't mind spending the money, because, they got to pay the bands and they got to pay for the fireworks. And so, hey, why not? Now, Americade, you got to pay to get in to see the vendors, but you're paying to shop, and that I'm not cool with. You're getting nothing for your value. So, that's just, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Hey, we got 13 people watching. Outstanding. Welcome, everybody. Let me know where you're from. If you're new joining us, welcome. The big announcement is I got a 131 crate motor coming from my Lowrider S. Yep, going to rip out that puny little 114 with that's got a stage 2 in it. That's making 107 horses at 125 foot-pounds of torque. We're going to just rip that right out of there, and we're going to drop in a 131. The motor's ordered. probably going to happen sometime in mid-February. So watch for that live video. It'll probably be a long video where it's going to be hours upon hours upon hours of actually watching the teardown and the rebuild, and then the dyno tune, and get that bike home, and it's going to be amazing. I can't wait. I've been drilling over these 131s since they came out a couple years ago. And, luckily I was financially able to swing it this year. And, I ordered it on Christmas Eve. Thank you to Yankee Harley Davidson. I really appreciate you guys. You're awesome. Nobody get it twisted. They did not give me the motor. They are not doing it for free. I'm paying 100% for everything. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Plus, also my honeycomb lights. I got another 5 honeycombs I got to put up over this bike behind me. So what did everybody else get anything for Christmas? I had a pretty exciting Christmas. I got my calendar from Meg. Thanks, Meg. I'm going to try and get her on the channel one night. She's awesome. Her and cameraman. Cameraman's a great dude. I'm going to try and get them on the camera. I was trying to get Tweedledee on here tonight. Also, I reached out to Moto Blonde. Heather, I tried to get her. I messaged her, and she never got back to me. Maybe she got busy. I don't know. But I'm going to try and get some people up here. FPS, man, if you want to jump on, shoot me a message on Instagram, and we'll see about I'm getting you on here. Now, my Instagram is, hold on, I'll let you know in a minute. It's Dr.Harley1 is my Instagram. Let me put that down here. Okay. There's my Instagram. FPS, man, send me a message. I'll send you a link, and we'll get you up here on the screen if you want. No big deal if you don't want to. Same thing with Steve. If you want, PA Biker, if you want, let me know. Or anybody else. Let's make this party happen, Doing shots, drinking beers. It's a good night. So there's my Instagram. I know I've said it. I'm going to reiterate. I got it open. Brandon Ray, hopefully he gets up here. What else has everybody got going on, man? What are your plans for next year for 2023? I know on January 18th, that's a Wednesday night, it's going to be a live, but we're going to talk about all the new models and colors, about getting here. Hey, is Moto Blonde on here? I sent her a message trying to get her on here. So you can't find it on Instagram? There it is. Wow. Would be fun, but no one can do now. Ha ha. I'll tell you what, guys. Here's my email. You send me an email. Here it is. And I'll email you the link. How's that? I got my email up, so we'll see what happens. Let's see. if you want to get in, there's my email. Just send me an email and says, let me in, and I'll send you an invite. I tested this out the other day with my buddy, Mark, who comes in and helps me out in here once in a while with filming and working on bikes, trying to teach him some tips and tricks and doing things. He's a good dude. So, oh man. Let's see. What else? Anything else going on tonight? You know, what's everybody doing for New Year's? Any big parties happening? FPS, man, did you get my email? Let's get you up here. Send me an email real quick and we'll get you on here. As a matter of fact, let's do this. Bring up my Instagram here. So let's see. Slides. No. I'm still trying to learn this. I'm going to share my screen here. So you guys can see what's going on. There's my Instagram. If you can't find it, there it is. Went to get shots for the party. Right on. I'm doing shots. But there's my Instagram. Let's see. Got to go to work in the AM. Yeah, but it's 8:30. You got to keep it for future reference. Yeah, right on, brother. Appreciate it. Going to work in the AM. God love you. I'm actually off of work until the 3rd of January. Actually, 2nd of January. I don't go back. Was it the 3rd? Yes. I don't go back to work to the 3rd of January. And I've been off since the 22nd. And I can't complain. You know, PA Biker, good night, man. You got to go to work. I appreciate you stopping in. So, yeah, let's, you know, I'm digging this new format. Hopefully you guys are too. I'm really liking it. I'm thinking this is definitely the way to go in the future. You know, because I could do things like, you know, I could, you know, share this to my screen, you know, and everybody can see what's going on. You know, I could, you know, just scroll down and say, you know, all the stuff I put up on Instagram. As you can see, it's all about YouTube. That's all I am about is, you know, now is everything with YouTube and working on bikes and Harley Davidson. And yeah, 4 a.m. does come up fast, brother. It certainly does, man. Whew. You know, wow, 4 a.m. I can't. You know, I remember getting up in the morning going to drill at 4, you know, leaving the house at 4 a.m. to go to drill. I'm glad those days are over. You know, I really am. But I do miss going out to PA and hanging out with a bunch of guys from the Pennsylvania National Guard with the 104th Aviation, the other half of my unit. They were good people, and I love them to death. I'd do anything for them. You're still here for a few. Right on, man. I appreciate it. I really do. And you know, I really don't really can't say much more about the people in Pennsylvania other than every time I've gone there, I've received nothing but love and respect. The people in PA, whether it's been with the 104th or down in Gettysburg, when I went out to Beaver Run off of exit 1 off of I-80 in Pennsylvania on the Ohio border to the motor park there, when I was out there for driving school, and everybody out there was very accommodating, very friendly. And, every time I go to PA, man, you guys are awesome. And thank you for Pennsylvania. You're always taking good care of me. I've been there on vacation with the wife. We did Hershey Park in Gettysburg. We did the battlefield on vacation. But, now my favorite vacation spot is Jamaica. Shots, everybody. Who's got a shot? Let's do shots. Question bros. Here we go. Got a leather vest with top rocker says Harley Davidson, bottom rocker says motorcycles, with the big HD #1 in the middle. All right. I'm going to give you my 2 cents on this. It's a 3-piece patch. I was in a 1% club. I was also in a 99% club. And to be honest with you, it's a free country. You could wear what you want to wear, but you have to deal with the consequences that come with it. I personally would not wear anything like that. And it could end up a bad day for you. It's better than wearing a Sons of Anarchy vest, I'll be honest with you. And yeah, it's from the store. Yeah, it's not cool with 1%ers. No, it's not. It's not cool with most people who's earned their 3-piece, whether they're 1% or not. I mean, they don't give out these tattoos for nothing. You know what I mean? You come by anytime. Appreciate it, bro. But back to that vest, bro. I honestly, I've worn a vest for years, riding with clubs and other organizations. Now that I ride, I don't even wear a vest. It felt weird. But I would not want to. I wouldn't wear that vest. I mean, do what you want. It's a free country. You're a freeborn American male. But that is something I wouldn't do. I don't want to deal with. I wouldn't want to deal with the repercussions. I have my 1% tattoo. I'm not in a club anymore. And once in a while, I'll wear my 1% pendant and ring. But I'll have to deal with the consequences if they arise. Because, I'm a 1%er. Club doesn't make you a 1%er. It's what's in your heart and your soul. So, yeah, I guess it's your man cave decoration. Yeah. Yeah. PA Biker says it's not cool with him at all either. But yeah, man cave decoration, bro. That's perfect. That's what I would do with it. To be honest with you, if somebody bought it for me for a gift, I'd say, hey, thank you very much. I'd leave all the tags on it and try and return it and get some store credit and get something else. Or change up the patches, leave that #1 on there and just take off, and just leave that #1 in the back and then, add some other patches. You can do that too. James writes, you need to reach out to the more dominant for permission. It's all about respect. Yeah, I mean, you could reach out to the dominant in your area and say, "Hey, I got this." They'll probably on that day they might say, "Yeah, it's cool," but a couple days later, another club might say something, but it's not worth it. My idea, you know. Yeah, you made it yourself years ago. Yeah, well, you know what? I would honestly, I'd take the top and bottom rocker off and leave the number one on it, and do what you got to do. Oh yeah, no takeoffs. I'm gonna take that off. So that's what I would do. I wouldn't rock it. It's not worth it in the end because I could tell you, I've had brothers die for their patches. I've had brothers do some time for their patches. Um, you know, and you know, club guys take that stuff seriously because people have died for those. I'm one of them. I haven't died for the club, but I've had brothers that die for wearing their patch. Let's see, only the best I wear is right to bear arms. Yeah, that's it, man. The Second Amendment. Let's see. FPS is local for me as outlaws. Oh, yeah, we got them here in Connecticut too, believe it or not. We got quite a few clubs out here in the small state of Connecticut. Let's see. PA Biker says, good luck with that, bud. Yeah. There are, Pennsylvania. And all right, my back. Let me know if I'm back. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, no matter where you go, you're going to have, prominent clubs no matter where you go. Whether it's red and white, whether it's outlaws, whether it's pagans, whether it's banditos or Mongols or whoever. So, you know what? They're men just like you. Talk to them. You never know what could happen. So, I'm looking something up here to share with everybody. Images. There we go. I'm going to share this out so everybody can see what I'm looking at. Share screen. All right. There it is, guys. There's the motor. I'll get this banner off. There it is. I am so excited about seeing that and getting that. Yeah, I know you only got pagans out there. Thanks, bros. It's all about its history, hard. Yeah. You know what? Sos the Ghost. Sos, he's here in Connecticut. He's a good dude. His channel's more geared towards the club stuff and the right and wrong way of doing things. And that's where I was going to send you over there so you can ask your questions about that. But, let's see. I would definitely check him and rule in my area with it on. Yeah. Yeah. Everybody's is whatchamacallit, an agreement that the best thing you want to do is check with your local people, and that's definitely something you want to do. All right, I'm going to stop sharing the screen. I'm sorry. I'm just excited about getting this 131. And, I don't cover club protocol at all on this channel. I don't want to. I don't feel I need to. There's a lot of other channels out there that do a good job with that, like Black Dragon, um, Insane Biker News, Hollywood over there. He does a good job with it. Sos the Ghost does a good job with it. Danny D'Lo does a good job with it. Those are guys I follow, and I chat with them on the live chats. I was going to be on Hollywood's page channel there for a hot minute, but he got sick and things fell through. It didn't happen. No big deal. PC. I hear Power Vision has a similar to Fuel Pack 3. Any thoughts on the PV4? Yes. My thoughts on the PV4, Harry, it's kind of simple. If you're going to do a stage 1, that's the tuner for you. If you're going to go beyond stage 1, which is your air cleaner, your full exhaust, and a tuner, that's a good tuner to have. It's easy to use. It's user friendly. Bluetooth to your phone, like the Fuel Pack 3. But if you want to add cams in the future, I would just get the DynoJet Power Vision. Let's see. Sorry, I'm late on that. That was we go. Damn it. About the channels that handle club protocol. Okay, another one here is Skull, everyone. Yes, skulls. But hold on, let me grab something. All right, I got my DynoJet Power Vision here. I purchased this from Fuel Moto. They didn't give it to me. Is a long time. Yeah, he's actually got a video coming up shortly. I don't know what's going on with Danny D'Lo. I've reached out to him. I haven't got an answer back. I loved watching his channel. I like watching his stuff. All right, here's the tuner. That's the tuner I always recommend for people. If they're adamant, I'm only doing stage 1, then, get whatever tuner you want. But if you're planning on going in the future and getting a stage 2, now that 131 is considered a stage 4, this tuner can handle that. And this tuner can handle a turbo. It could handle nitrous. It's going to handle my stage 4. Let's see. We got the Danny D'Lo. And let's see. They can send you a tune based on your mods. Yeah, so can SNS for the Fuel Pack 3 with a cam. And I worked for about a month and a half, 2 months with SNS, getting maps back and forth with them for my Fuel Pack 3. And the bike never ran right. So I ended up going with that tuner and talked to Fuel Moto. They sent me a CAN map with all the mods that I have. I loaded that and the bike ran great. And then when I had it dyno tuned, the bike ran phenomenal. Dyno tuning is your best because your tuning is all based upon is your, where you are at sea level. Are you at or above sea level? Are you a couple hundred feet, or are you 5,000 to 7,000 feet above sea level? Or are you 1,500 feet above sea level? That has a base on it. Also, the amount of relative humidity in the air. And, all that has to do with tuning, temperature, gas. I always put fresh spark plugs in the bike every time I go for a dyno tune because I want the best of the best gas, fresh spark plugs, fresh everything, and be done with it. And that's how I do it. And, dyno tuning is the best way to go. I'm not sure if they could dyno tune those PV4s or not. I haven't used them, to be honest with you, because I always say go with the DynoJet Power Vision or the Fuel Pack 3 if you're just sticking with the stage 1. Now, if you don't know and thinking, hey, I might go to stage 2 eventually, just spend the money, extra $50 now to get the proper tuner that will handle whatever upgrades, might come in your future. Good question, by the way. Very good question. But back to Danny D'Lo. Yeah, he's been kind of radio silence here for a while. He's been very quiet. James, on your bike, you need that done also. What's that? What do you need done? You got a carburetor. You don't need a tuner. You need somebody who could jet your carb the way, what's best for your bike. I can't do that. I don't have the tailpipe sniffers and all that. That will tell you about the air fuel ratios and what jet you need, where and when and how. So, I could give you a few recommendations if you want to get your carburetor jetted. I definitely could do that for you. I'm mostly with the fuel injection. Yeah. What else do you need done? I mean, we talk about tuning, but your Evo is different than what we call a tune. Oh, you talk about getting a tune done. Yeah, well, yours is a little different because it's carbureted. Yeah, it could go up on the dyno and they could read your air fuel ratio coming through the tailpipe, and they could adjust your carburetor. And if you need a bigger jet, they could put in bigger jets by dropping the bowl out, change the jet, put it in, and do another run. So yeah, if you want to get that done, I highly recommend it because that is the best way to get your bike running with whatever mods you have done inside that motor or exterior, if it's exhaust or anything like that. Well, James, we could talk more on the 7th when you bring your bike by. Everybody knows on the 7th, James' bike is coming to the OR. It's going to be put up on the operating table, and it'll survive. It's got a little hemorrhaging going on right now with some oil, aka blood, on a motorcycle, but we'll take care of that. Let's see. Shift, paw, and clutch adjustment. Yeah, we could do that for you, man. That's no problem. Yeah, clutch adjustments are easy. I did videos on that. But yeah, I could do that for you. That's simple. That takes about so the Power Vision 3 is better option when doing cams. The DynoJet Power Vision. The tuner. Yeah, okay, we're back. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna have to do something different here. I'm trying to get it all figured out, network wise, things like that. But yeah. Actually, the DynoJet Power Vision tuner that I use, that can handle anything. Everything from a stock bike to nitrous or turbo or stage 1, 2, 3, or 4. It's up to you. Let's see. I have a newer one without that large screen. Really? Huh. Oh, yeah, you got that smaller one they came out with. I'm old. I need, glasses and a big screen for me to see. But hey, let me get the dyno sheets again so I can show you guys the difference between a base can map and a tune map. All right. So this is a can map. And as you can see right here, right there, where it dips down on the horsepower and the torque. The torque is on top, the horsepower is, or actually the torque's on the top, the horsepower is down on the bottom. And you can see here where it climbs, and then dips, and then climbs again. That's a can map. That's when you go, what a can map is, that's when you go on your like DynoJet's website, and you pick your 2-in-1 exhaust, high flow intake, high flow air filter. I got this cam, and this exhaust, and that's what I'm running. And you'll get something like that, and the bike will run fine, but you won't know until you put on a dyno tuner the difference that it makes. Now you can see the difference here. Look at the torque curve here and the horsepower curve here. The horsepower just starts to climb and doesn't fall off until it hits the rev limiter. And the torque, because this was a torque cam, it just climbs, and then it gradually falls off until right about here, and then it really drops. So, there's a difference between a dyno tune and a can map. And let me tell you, dyno tune is well worth the money because your bike will run so much smoother. It'll be so much snappier, and it'll be much, much easier to ride and enjoy than using a can map. So, we got a lot going on here. I'm waiting on a fender on that silver bike that's out at paint right now. Once that fender comes back on, I could put his other fork on because it's a 180 21-inch front tire. That's right, 180 front tire. It's a fat tire kit on the Street Glide, and I can't mount one fork, or actually both forks, without the fender in place because the fender wraps around the forks because it's such a front tire. So they're trying. Let's see. So the does not include. No, it does not include the tuner. Like the DynoJet Power Vision tuner, I think it's right around 500 now. And the last dyno tune I just did was $630, but that's with the pickup and delivery here because it was in the 20s to 30s when they picked it up to do the dyno tune. And I don't want to ride 40 miles in the 20 to 30 degree weather. I'm sorry, my bones just can't take that anymore. So no, that does not include a tuner at all. Some shops will sell you a license for their tuner, which is a DynoJet, because most shops have a DynoJet dyno. Will sell you the license for $200 plus the dyno tune, which is the most economical way of doing it. However, every time you make a change to your bike that needs a dyno tune, you'll have to bring it back to them. Make sense? What's nice about having your own tuner like this, it's stored on the tuner, and I'm taking it with me when I travel with the bike. And for some reason, let's say the ECU decides to puke and die or whatever, I'm not stuck with a stock tune from Harley Davidson because it's VIN locked. I could reload that map onto that new ECU, or if the ECU dumped the actual map and defaulted, I could reload it, and then I'm back in business. And that's the beauty part of it. Yeah, it's one more thing to carry with you, but it's really not that much. I keep it in the box here, but when I travel, the cable's with me, and so is the little screen, which I can mount on my handlebars. I just have to buy the mount for it. That's another good question too, about it does not include the tuner. No, it doesn't. Let's see if I could close some of these windows. Might help our thing a little bit. Let's see. I heard a door. Someone coming? Might be next door. Nobody's coming in. All right. I do have a closed circuit TV system in here that I can look outside and see who's here, which is awesome. Also, it records. So here we go. When I'm not home, let's see. Another question here. Does it have to stay connected to the bike after the bike is dynoed? No, it does not. It does not have to. You could actually take it off, put it in your toolbox like I do. But if you leave, you buy the accessory mount and mount it onto your handlebars, you can actually take a look at different perimeters while you're riding. I don't recommend it because now you're not paying attention to what you're doing. You're paying attention to the screen, but it'll tell you your throttle position. It'll tell you your air fuel ratio. You could see all of your engine data on there, like engine temp, oil temps, if the engine knocked or not. It's kind of cool, but it's very distracting, and I don't recommend it because it can distract you. I have that on my Mercedes, believe it or not, right from the factory. I could pull up the engine data and watch how much boost and torque it's making on my Mercedes. And I end up changing that screen or turning the screen off because I end up watching that and not the road. And it doesn't record anything, so I can't go back and take a look at it. But I wish it did. But it doesn't. So no, you don't have to keep it on the bike. I know some tuners you have to keep on the bike because they use the wideband. And what's the difference between a wideband and a narrow band? The O2 sensors in your exhaust that come from your manufacturer, I don't care what manufacturer it is, it will read a narrow section to tune your bike on it's almost like an auto tune, but it reads such a narrow area that when you're going up into the mountains, that it can adjust your air fuel ratio. Okay, air is getting real rare, so we'll lean it out, or getting more air, so we'll richen it up. And it's a real narrow section. Where a wideband O2 sensor, it reads a large area of your air fuel ratio, and it could make a wider amount of adjustments to your bike while you're riding. It's a tuner's dream to have a wideband. So that's up to you. I'm just giving you some options. I know the Thunder Max comes with wideband tuners. The new Fuel Pack 4, I believe, the piggyback that goes to the Fuel Pack 3 has wideband as well. But it's only adjusting fueling. I want to adjust fueling and timing. This way you get the most out of your bike that's reliable and safe. High performance equals high maintenance. Also, that's the cheapest part, is buying the high performance parts. It's feeding it at the pump that gets expensive. Because, when I get this 131, I get about 140 miles out of a tank of gas out of my lowrider S now. I know when I probably put that bigger motor in there, I'm anticipating about 100 to 110 miles out of a tank of gas, because I'm going to be on that throttle and I'm going to be playing. Yeah, I know that for a fact. I know myself, and it's just who I am. I'm sitting there coming to the realization that I don't have to do chain drive on that bike yet, but the realization is in the future, I'll probably have to put a chain drive on that bike with that 131 and adding cams and I always joke with my wife and tell her that 131 with a turbo, because I'm going to go plaid, just like Spaceball 1. Go right past light speed because it's too slow, and I want to go plaid. Hey, why not? If you could ride plaid, if you could get to the speed of plaid, right past light speed to go plaid, wouldn't you? I would. You know, um, I brought up the 120th anniversary party, but we're also let's talk about the 120th anniversary bikes that are coming out. Has anybody seen the projected colors for 2023 yet? I have heard rumors of what colors are coming out. And of course, you can't really judge the color by a picture. You have to see it in person. For instance, when they announced the Snake Venom, I believe that was in 2020. That was the green, purple, blue flip-flop paint. When I saw it online and I saw a color swatch of it, I was like, not really feeling it. It's not really a nice color. Same thing about my Envious Green Fade. When I saw it online, I was like, yeah, okay. It's a green bike, green and black bike with black flames, whatever. But when I saw it in person, that Snake Venom and my Envious Green Fade, I fell in love. I skipped Lust and went right to Love. Let's see. Yep, January 18th. The big HD reveal is January 18th. I will be online during that time for the 2023 reveal, and we will be covering it that evening because it's a Wednesday night, bringing up the different colors, the different models. Now, we all know that the standard Sportster 883, the 48, and the Sportster 1200, the Evo style motors are not coming back. 2022 was the last year for those bikes, which is sad because that motor was produced from 55 to 2022, which was a long time, which is an iconic motor. It's like the Batwing. It's iconic to Harley Davidson. But they came out with the Sportster S line, and I could tell you, I like it. I do like the old Sportsters. Nothing beats in person. I do like the Sportsters. People laugh at me because I like them and I say it. But you know what? They're a fun little bike. They could be made fast, very cheaply, like the old Dynas. When Harley announced they were getting rid of the Dyna, I was like, no, because I love Dynas. But they kept the Lowrider S, or actually the Lowrider theme going in the Softail, which I have and I love, which that's getting the 131. But they're getting rid of the Electric Glide Standard, which was the very stripped down Street Glide. They're getting rid of the Road King Standard, and they're keeping the Road King Special. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb here. Don't quote me on this, but it's a personal feeling. They'll be coming out with a CVO Road King, which they haven't done in a while. So I'm actually looking forward to that. They're getting rid of the Street Glide Standard and the Road Glide Standard. You'll be able to get the Street Glide and Road Glide in the Special, whether it's black or chrome engine accents. And I'm sure they're going to be a CVO Street Glide and Road Glide again. I know the one year they introduced a Road Glide CVO, everybody went nuts. And mid-year, they came out with a CVO Road Glide. I think that was in 2019 or 2020. I can't remember. So those are the rumors that, the Softail Standard is no longer being produced either. So basically, if it's a model / standard, it's not going to be reproduced, which is kind of sad, actually. And Harley Davidson, if you're listening to me, I think you're making a huge mistake, because at those price points, those were the entry levels to getting into the touring or the higher end Softail models. I mean, I did not jump right into a CVO. I actually had to work my way up to it. I bought a 14 Street Glide Special, and I sold that after I poured a ton of money into it. I went and got a black Street Glide Special, which I wish I never did. Wouldn't trade my solid black 98 for anything, and I'm 72 and pushing it. Yeah, right on. You know what, man? You're 72 and you're still riding. Right on. Good for you. Old school biker ways, man. That's the best way to go. But like I was saying, and then I came across my 19 Road Glide, which I fell in love with. It was a limited paint job. It wasn't the, paint tins that they come out with. No, it was the silver flux and black fuse. It had the orange scripting in Harley Davidson on the tank from the factory. And I fell in love with that bike. And I ended up doing a stage 2 on that bike. Eventually, I had front rear legend suspension. That bike was done. There was nothing I needed to do other than ride it and enjoy it. And I did. And I ended up trading that in for my CVO Road Glide. Because the numbers worked out phenomenally well, number one. And number two, I fell in love with that paint job. And, and it's not like like I said, I had to work up to get into a CVO. It's not my first CVO. My first CVO was a CVO Breakout. But this is my first bagger that's a CVO. I actually paid more money for that bike than I did my car, and I drive a Mercedes. Granted, when I bought my car, it was 5 years old, 1,000 miles on it, and it's an AMG. But my Harley Davidson cost more money than my Mercedes. But I don't care, because these are toys. You want to play, you got to pay. You got to pay the piper if you want to play. And, like FPS over here, he's got a 1990 883. I bet he knows every inch, every nut and bolt on that bike, inside and out. I guarantee you he does, because after he rides it, he's going to have to do some, maintenance of tightening things up, unless he is very good at Loctiting stuff. Big supporter of Loctite, which is not a sponsor of this channel. But Loctite, if you're listening, I'd love for you to sponsor this channel. I go through a lot of Loctite. I go through so much, I'm thinking about buying stock in your company. But with that being said, a lot of people are shooting Harley Davidson down because they're pricing themselves right out of the market. They are, but they're not, because, for the 43,000 plus you pay for a CVO, you're actually getting a lot. But I think Harley missed the mark on it too. Like they put not the worst, but the same suspension in that bike that they put on their standards or their specials. Yeah, for sure. He knows every inch of that bike. Good for you, man. But they could have done better. It's a Premier motorcycle, and they didn't put all the Premier parts on it. The intake manifolds, that junk plastic that they put on all the other bikes. Why not put the Screaming Eagle intake manifold on your Screaming Eagle 117 cubic inch motor. It says Screaming Eagle right on it. I'm not making it up. You can't make that stuff up. And, I'm kind of disappointed in that. But, you get the real leather seats, not the pleather, with the Alcantara leather sewn in on it, and it's color stitched to match the green, which I like a lot. You also get fender bags, not fender, saddlebag bags, which are luggage that come with the bike, and you get a bike cover. So you do get some stuff with the bike. Oh, you also get the headset communication with it. And I bought a second one for the wife. So when we're traveling, which worked out well going down to Gettysburg, so you do get a lot with the CVOs that you don't get with the specials. And is it worth the money? Yes, it is. And it takes a lot. Let's see. FPS says he loves wrenching as much as riding. Absolutely. Without a doubt. You look around my shop, I wrench more than riding because it's therapeutic for me. I love wrenching. I love having a bike come in here that got a problem and I figured it out, like this bike back here with the cam chain tensioners, the voltage regulator. We're also doing an oil change. But you know what? When this bike rolls out of here, just like the last two powder coating jobs I did for somebody, one of them was a powder coating job. Another one was a powder coating plus stage 2. Then I had another bike here that got a full stage 2 on it. When they were done and that people picked them up, they were absolutely floored and excited about their bike. Let's see. FPS says, love wrenching. Next one here is new bike prices are too high for just paint and color changes. You're right, Harry, but you're getting more than that. If you have a 103 twin cam and you step up to the 114 Milwaukee 8, there is a huge difference between power curve, torque curve, comfort, long range riding, because the motors are counterbalanced interior of the motors right from Harley Davidson. So there's less rider fatigue on you. And let's see. FPS says, my green and black CVO is beautiful. Thank you very much. I agree. I love that bike. I really do. I don't see myself trading that thing in or getting rid of it anytime soon. That's why I spent the money and I got the Legend suspension for the rear with the remote reservoir, which is a really, really big price. But as far as, going, from a 103 to a 114, 103 twin cam, 114 Milwaukee 8, you're actually getting more than you're paying for. So it's up to you. I mean, yeah, my 103 was, when I had my 14 Street Glide special, that bike was paid for. I had the title in hand. I had a full Bad treatment on that from the front fender all the way back to the rear fender and bags and lighted speaker lids, the side extensions. I had a 21-inch wheel on it. Everything was done. And I loved that bike. And you know what? The guy I sold it to became such a good friend of mine. I call him brother, and I love him to death. And he's been on here on a Wednesday night. And his wife's bike was the black and purple bike that we did all that powder coating in the full stage 2. And I tell you, I took a hit selling that bike, but that's okay because you never get the money back that you put into it. But I also made a good, close, personal family member out of it. Him and his wife, I consider family. with his brother and his nephews and everybody. And, that's what this community is all about. And I love this community, and I do anything for this community. That's why I started this channel, because I've said it before. I'm going to say it again. I used to be a big fan of John Maxwell's. I used to love watching his channels. Yes, I was right on par with just about everything he was doing, but I found it entertaining. And, when he stopped recording because his own personal business exploded and he doesn't have the time to do it anymore on YouTube, I felt there was a need. So this year, February 3rd, 2022, I started this channel. And FPS says that's why this channel is dope, because it's a lot of wrenching. Wait till you see. I redid the cam chain tensioners video today, because some of the feedback I got was, this video is useless because you didn't do the inner, or you didn't record the inner. And my response to them was, yeah, you're right. When I get a chance, I'll redo it. So here's my chance. And I redid it. So now I got to spend the time tomorrow, or the hours tomorrow, editing this video, and that video, putting it together, editing it, uploading it, creating a thumbnail. And yeah, you know what, guys? For every 30-minute video I post, there's about 3 hours of production of post-production work to get it to upload. So it's a lot of time that I invest doing it, but that's okay. I enjoy doing this channel. I enjoy creating the content for everybody, and I have fun doing it. I have so much fun. Believe it or not, there's a time that if I'm not doing anything, or I'm slow at work, or I will actually sit there and watch my old videos. Like, I sat there, watched my first video I did February 3rd of 2022. Welcome everybody to my new channel. This is my experience. This is what this channel is going to be about. And it is basically a lot of that, but it's also expounded upon that. I added the motovlogging in on it. I've added, sponsorship with, Yankee Harley Davidson and Cape Cod Harley Davidson. And I'm always open to adding more sponsorship. I've had a video get sponsored by Sanity Jewelry. We gave away that knife that was donated to this channel by Sanity as a giveaway. And it's exactly what I did. And I appreciate Sanity Jewelry for that. So guys, if you're really interested into getting some biker jewelry, some Damascus knives, I have a Damascus hammer and knives from Sanity. They're hand forged. That's the place to go, Sanity Jewelry. And let's see. He goes, you're right on. Maxwell was great. Now you're doing it. These are the best. Thank you, man. I appreciate your support. I really do. You know what? If you send me your email, I'm going to mail you out a poker chip and some stickers, because you're a big supporter. I really appreciate everything you do. So FPS, send me an email with your address, and I'll make sure I get that stuff out there. Harry's asking, does your powder coat guy redo parts that have been previously coated? Oh, absolutely. He's got to chemically treat to remove the powder coat. Then he blasts it. And then he'll recoat them for you at whatever color. And FPS, hey, man, you got to go. Good night. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. We'll see you in 2023. Don't forget, FPS, send me that email. I could get a poker chip and some stickers out to you. So, yeah, back to my powder coating question. Yes, he can actually do that. Johnny at JRD Restorations in Derby, Connecticut. Reach out to him. Be sure to let him know that you learned of him from this channel. I mean, I've been using Johnny for 5 years for powder coating, and doesn't matter if it's matte black, gloss black, the purple, the blues, oranges, a silver in the past. Right on, man. I look forward to your email. We'll get that right out to you. He will actually, I actually spend time with him when I bring him stuff that I need color matched or we're going a different color. He'll actually spend the time with me in person, face to face, and we'll go over everything. And I love Johnny to death. He's a great dude. I wish he was on here tonight. Usually he is, but he's not. So, yeah, he will definitely recoat anything. I've actually taken him black forks that were powder coated by Harley Davidson, and their powder coating is mass produced and it chips. Powder coating is not supposed to chip. And I've taken those forks and he's repowder coated, stripped them and repowder coated them, and they look like brand new again. He's awesome. Let's see. The wife writes, I went to Ocean City with you. Yes, you did. Not Gettysburg. Soon we'll be going to Gettysburg. Exactly. You were in Ocean City with me. We had a great time down there. We saw Godsmack and Chevelle live. And thank you for those tickets, honey. They were phenomenal. I loved being there with you. I love my Avengers with you. And yes, we'll be going to Gettysburg together shortly after Laconia. And FPS, I look forward to your email. All right, guys. This is awesome. Anybody else got any questions or any comments they want to make? Tell me I'm ugly. I don't care. I got, strong shoulders. I know I'm not the handsome guy out there. I got to shave. I tell you that. But I'm not working until January 3rd. So I'm enjoying, no shave December. My wife's going to sit there. You're going to shave. Oh. Yep. Yeah, So I don't know if you guys ever saw Tweedledee videos. They're pretty good. He's new to the YouTube channel. His subscriber count is kind of low. We want to try and get his up there as well. He's a good dude. I'm hoping to get him on here one night. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. Matter of fact, let me reach out to him on Instagram. Maybe we can get him on. Let's see. Are you available for a live chat? I don't know if you guys ever met Tweedledee. He's an awesome dude, man. He really is. I haven't met him personally. I've only been chatting with him on Instagram and here on YouTube. And he's a fellow YouTuber and he's a funny guy. He's out in Tennessee. He's a good dude. I like him to death. I like watching his channels. I like seeing what he does. So, like to get his subscriber count up there too. So, hey, if you haven't done so already, I know I'm pushing you to a lot of channels and you haven't seen Tweedledee yet. He does a lot of lives and a lot of interviews. Not anything like I do. Why don't you head over there, check out his channel. If you like what he does, man, give him a like and subscribe. If not, then don't. It's up to you. I mean, it's a free country. But see what else we got going on, guys. What else we want to talk about? We've been at this now an hour and 30. Wow. Where'd the time go? Last time I looked up, we were at 20 minutes. Where'd the last hour and 10 minutes go? Missed it. Oh. All right, guys. It's been a fun evening. I've had a lot of fun tonight. Hopefully you did as well. I'm going to be ending this shortly. Let's see, though. Let's see if we get Tweedledee on here. You turned on vanish mode. No, I did not. Oh, okay. Got it. I figured it out. I had vanish mode turned on. I know it was a thing on Instagram. Oh, he says he's available. Let's see if he responds. All right. Anybody else got anything you want to bring up? Anything else you guys want to talk about? Let me know. Love to hear from you. Tell me what you got going on. Any winter plans as far as anything? Anybody planning on going to the Caribbean for the winter? I would love to go to the Caribbean for the winter. Anybody planning on any winter projects on their bikes? Okay, everybody knows about mine, the 131. I can't wait. We're going to be doing that as a live video, whether it's here in the ER or up at Yankee Harley Davidson. I'm actually willing to pay them to do it so I can spend the time filming it, recording it for you guys. And that's what's important to me is, you know, getting this content for you guys. So you guys could bounce in and out throughout the day. I'm thinking it's going to take a day to do. They're saying 15 hours, but I think they could do it in 8. But who knows? We'll see. Be interesting to see them do this. I don't know. If not, then, you know, I'll just do it here in the garage, you know. Then I'll do it myself. I'll just get someone in here to help me pick up and put down these motors because they're a couple 100 pounds. And, you know, I'm not that strong. I can't pick up 200 pounds. Well, I pick up myself every day and I'm over 200. So, you know, maybe I could. Yep, more lighting is coming for over the spike behind me. The honeycomb, I got another 5 octagon I got for Christmas. Thank you, honey, or Santa Claus, I should say. Honey, you got it for me. I appreciate it. As soon as this bike's off the lift, then I will be definitely putting that up. I should say as soon as I could button up the cam chest and get the tank on it and put the exhaust on it. This way I could roll the bike off, do what I have to do, and then put the bike right back on it when I'm done. This way, when the voltage regulator rectifier comes in, that'll get done. So yeah, watch for that video. Properly troubleshooting your charging system. It's really, really not that hard. All you have to do is make sure, one, is you have the right tool. All right. Which is the multimeter and the electrical manual from Harley Davidson for the bike that you have. Not the service manual, because the service manual will not cover, you know, how many AC volts you're supposed to be getting out of the out of your stator. It will not cover wire chasings or troubleshooting techniques or anything like that. That you want to get out of there. Let's see. Oh, nothing from Tweedledee. So watch for that video. Watch for this video behind another one for this bike here on the cam chain tensioners and everything else. So, you know, last time I went to end this early, we ended up going 3 hours because everybody else was jumping in. What type of heating system do you have in your garage? Looks warm. Yeah, man. Actually, it's not that warm, but it's that it takes the edge off where I'm not freezing. What I have in here is it's a Pioneer mini split unit. So it does heat and air conditioning. So uh, it's a heat pump. And when it's below 40 degrees outside, it doesn't work as well uh, as like a gas unit or an electric unit. It's a heat pump. It takes the AC, runs it reverse to create the heat. Um, and it works out well. I like it. I put it in of August of last year uh, because during the summertime, when it's 100 degrees outside with the concrete block walls, it's 130 in here. Or if it's, 30 degrees outside with the block wall, it radiates it. It's 0. It's actually colder in my garage in the wintertime than outside, and warmer in my garage than outside during the summer, if that makes any sense to you. So, yeah, I put that mini split up. Let's see. Can I show you? Yep, there it is. You see the mini split? And that unit, the outside unit, is outside the garage where it will pull the coolness out and creates the latent heat because it runs in reverse from regular air conditioning. It's an air conditioning unit that runs in reverse to create heat. If that makes any sense. It's a heat pump. So that's what I'm using to keep warm in this garage. It's all electric. There's no gas. There's no oil. There's no nothing. I just have to change the filter, clean the filter out, which I got to do this coming weekend. It's time to, clean the filter on it. There's no filter to change, but there's a filter to clean. So I definitely have to do that and get that done. So we'll put your comment up there. Yep. I like this, being able to put these comments up. I was kind of curious on how everybody does it on the other channels that I watch, like Professional Monkey and all that. And they all told me this is where I need to use this program here so I could do things like that and invite people in. It's much easier than screen sharing software using Zoom. And there's like too many different software hacks. Okay, next question is, does it use a lot of electricity? Actually, no. It's a 21 SEER unit, so it's very energy efficient. And it's only running 2 fans. That's it. Only runs 2 fans. And, you got the fan inside and the fan outside. So it really doesn't run that much electricity. But when I'm not in here, I turn it off. I know, because now I'm using more energy to reheat my space because, the block cools down, the lifts cool down, the tools cool down, everything. Where if I left it running, it probably will use more electricity, but the cost over a long period would be less. But I'm not in here every day. I will be back in here tomorrow afternoon. I have an appointment around noon. So the morning I'm going to be lazy. And then in the afternoon, I'm going to be out and about, and then come home and I'm going to come back in here and finish buttoning up this bike and getting the cam cover on it, getting the Tweedledee sent me a message right on. What's up, my brother? Let's take a look here. Let's see. Tweedledee, where did you send it? I'm looking here. Let's see. Where'd you send it? I'm looking in Instagram and I don't see it. Oh, wait, there it is. It did not send. LOL. I'm sick though. Yo, bro. I got your messages. Hope you feel better. But I was telling everybody, if they haven't been to your YouTube channel yet, to go there, check it out. If they like it, to like and subscribe. That you do different things that I do. But but it's all motorcycle related. And, much love, respect. You can see I got the software up and running. Thank you so much for your help with that. I really appreciate it. You the man, dog. Scott. What's up, Scott? Happy New Year's to you too, brother. Hey, Scott, Tweedledee, you guys missed it earlier. My big announcement. Biker Claws, a.k.a. me, ordered a 131 crate motor from my Lowrider S. That's right. I'm putting in a 131 Lowrider S tomorrow. Actually, not tomorrow. During this wintertime, into my Lowrider S. Okay, let's see. I have tomorrow night trying to get better. Glad it's working for you. Yeah, thanks, bro. Appreciate it. But yeah, I'm putting in a 131 in my Lowrider S. It's a rocket now with the 468 cam, but horsepower is a horrible drug. I need more. So definitely will be in there, getting more power and everything on a light little bike. And I'm so excited, man. The 131, I ordered it. I'm probably going to be doing a live video of the install, whether it's going to be here in the OR. I'm trying to get it done up at Yankee to let them do the install and everything. And I'll sit there and just record it live and, be the commentary and heckle and whatever. But not the mechanic while I was working on my bike. But love to have that take place. I think that would be awesome. You guys tell me what you think on that. Would it be great to see me do a live video of the installation of the 131 on the Lowrider S? Or would you like to just see small highlights of, removing the inner and outer primary? I'm doing all the electrical connectings and then fast forward to, removing the motor, putting the new motor in, and, vice versa. Let me know what you guys want to see. I think doing a live video of the install, everything from the teardown to the rebuild to the dyno tune, I think that would be a great, I know it's going to be a long video, but everybody could jump in and out all day as they wish. I think that would be great. Tweedledee again, I'm so sorry you're not feeling well, brother. But Scott, welcome, Scott. It's good to see you. Good to hear from you. Thanks for watching. Everybody else, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. It means a lot to me. You know what? Cheers to you guys. I'm having a beer and a shot for you guys. And the shots we're doing, again, it's not sponsored by Jaeger Cold Brew. But if they want to sponsor me and send me some free bottles of Jaeger, who am I to say no? I like free bottles of Jaeger. Do it even if you don't use all the footage. You can make sure. Yeah. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to be doing it live because I did pay for this software where I can use multiple cameras. So I'm going to use 2 cameras doing it. So I think that would be awesome. And I will be doing shorts throughout the day, and I'll be doing some, of course it's going to be live. Let's see. It was great. Never heard of Scott. You've never heard of Cold Brew, brother? I'm a Jaeger fan. I always have been. But Cold Brew takes Jaeger to a whole new level, man. I love coffee as much as I love Jaeger. And yeah, this is all next level shots, bro. Oh, it's starting to warm up. Jaeger warm is not good. Cold is much better. Maybe I should get a cooler out here with ice to keep it cold. Let's see. Scott says, As a screw, I've never heard of cold brew Jägermeister. Right on. Well, now you have. I have to come over for a drink shot with you maybe tomorrow. Absolutely, tootly, man. You know, I should be home right around 2 o'clock tomorrow on. I have some things I have to run out and do during the day. But yeah, man, if you want to come by and for a shot of Jaeger cold brew, we could do that. There is some left, not much. So that's my my shot of choice. One night I finished a third of the Diesel Rono, and I was tore up from that. Yeah, definitely not going to be doing that again. Be good to see you again, Scott. I mean, it's been a hot minute since we saw each other. Yeah, Scott. I'll even give you a poker chip. I haven't seen you since I've gotten them in. It's been a hot minute since I've seen you. I've been busy, haven't been out and about like I normally am, which is not a bad thing. I like being busy. Believe it or not, Scott, in my ER here, the garage, I couldn't move around for a little while. It was just so many bikes in here. Waiting on dyno tunes, waiting on pickups, and now I am basically caught up. I have one bike I'm waiting on paint to come, part to come back from paint. The bike behind me, I have to get another part. One of the chain guides has to be replaced because it broke. Do you do a raffle with the other motor? Yeah. We're gonna sell $1 tickets and a minimum of 5,000 tickets, or $100 tickets for a minimum of 500 tickets. Yeah. The other motor, you know what? I've joked around with my wife saying, you know what? That'd make a great decoration on one of the nightstands in the living room. With 114. That'd make a great nightstand. But no, I'm probably going to be putting that motor up for sale. It's only has, believe it or not, 5,500 or so miles on that motor. With the stage 2, I want to say right around 4,000 miles on it, 4,500 miles on that stage 2. Excuse me. So that's the cam bearings, the cam plate, the oil pump, the lifters, and the variable rate pressure plate is staying with the bike, and the intake manifold, which is ported from S&S. So yeah, that I'm probably going to be selling that motor because that's a lot of money to just sit around. I don't have that much money, but yeah, it'd be kind of funny if I could raffle that off. Yeah, that won't be a free raffle. But speaking of free raffle, I will be picking the winner on the 11th for the sunglasses giveaway. And if you haven't entered that yet, go to that video. It says free sunglass giveaway. Watch the video. It'll tell you everything you need to know about entering that giveaway. It's free to enter. If I have to ship you the glasses, I will pay out of my pocket to ship them to you. I pay for the glasses out of my pocket. It's my way of saying thank you for hitting 500 subscribers. And as of right now, we're at 525 subscribers. That was about 2 weeks ago we hit that. So in 2 weeks, we added 25 subscribers. Thank you, everybody. So make sure you get into that, watch that video, and follow all the directions on how to enter to be entered into that free giveaway. Now, the sunglasses retail for $130, and they are progressive. They're not prescription, but they go from clears to tints and tints to clears on their own. And they're vinyl. You can actually grab them, stretch them out. You can see that in some other videos I did talking about Inferno USA, which is the company where I got the sunglasses from. And I could tell you 100%, man, I like these sunglasses so much. Okay, I have the all aluminum frames I use for writing, and the ones that I'm giving away, the regular sunglasses, you could use them for writing, though. I like them so much. I purchased a pair for myself at 100% retail cost, and I have them. They didn't come with the case that I'm giving away, so that's an extra cost. So make sure you get in there and you get your chance. I'm going to be doing that raffle live here on a Wednesday night on the 11th, and everybody's going to see, because I'm going to share the screen, and it's going to go through what they call Wheel of Names. I'm going to share the screen. Everybody's going to see their name up there, and I'm going to spin the wheel, and everybody is going to, see who won without a doubt. 100% transparency. I don't hide anything. There's no reason to, I don't take bribes. I don't play favoritism to anybody. And I have a lot of my close personal friends and family on this page. And if they win or not, I don't choose it. The Wheel of Names chose it. The knife giveaway I chose, my wife and I chose, it was leave the funniest comment. And let me tell you, there were some pretty funny ones up there, and I had to defer to my wife to which one was the funniest. And, she helped pick it. So, and I think everybody else agreed with me. That was a pretty funny comment. But this one's all about, how to enter it, and you'll be put into a database that I have that'll be copy and pasted into the wheelofnames.com. And I'm going to spin the wheel, and it's going to randomly select the winner. I have nothing to do with it of picking the winner. So one entry per person, one, not two, not three, but one. The last giveaway I did, I had this guy, John, tap it, enter twice. And I told him, sorry, one entry per person. So, yeah. Hey, Scott, good night to you too, my brother. Be good. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. It'd be good to see you again. So, yeah, get in there, get selected. You got 2 more weeks, man. Not next week, but the week after, which, believe it or not, it's 11th of January. I'll be selecting the winner, or the Wheel of Names will select the winner for me, and you'll be entered in that raffle. And if you win, you get the sunglasses free of charge. I mean, what did it cost you? I think it's a 6-minute video, 6 minutes of your life. So a total of 7. So, two of the things you got to do is like that video and subscribe to this channel to be entered. And then there's a third qualification. That's it. And you got to watch the video to figure out what the third qualification is. And if you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. So I love giving away stuff. I can't tell you how happy I am. When I gave away that knife, I was happy to send that out. When I got decal, I was happy to give it away. I'm excited about giving out these sunglasses from Inferno USA. They're a great company. You see them at all the rallies. Every rally I've been to, coast to coast, from far north is New Hampshire, as far south as Daytona. They're at the rallies. And you know what? They come with a lifetime guarantee. They're scratch resistant. They're fog resistant. They have those coatings on them. Does not mean they won't get scratched. Does not mean they won't fog, but they are resistant to it from the get-go. Do you have to treat them? Probably. I always get the anti-fog treatment and, sunglass cleaners and do all that from Blaze. And that's just the way it is. And that's what I use. And you find them at the rallies too, Blaze. But, Inferno USA, one of the best people I like to deal with. Them, Insanity. Love to deal with them. I love their products. I completely support and promote their products. And I'm not paid to do so. I'd like to be paid to do so, but I'm not. But I find a product that I believe in. I find a product that I support, and I will promote it. Anybody else got any questions for me or any comments? Let's talk about something here. Let's bring up a subject. I'm not going to go on a tyrant like I did a few weeks ago about AOC and there we go. Anybody got anything you want to bring up? Anything you want to talk about? Any comments or suggestions? What would you like to see on this channel? I'm actually going to reach out to, like I said, Meg's Motorcycle Journey, see if I could get her in here on a Wednesday night and do a live with her. And, basically interview her. I'm going to reach out to Motoblonde again and see if Heather wants to be interviewed. I'd love to interview Heather. I love her content. She's awesome. Tweedledee, when you're feeling better, brother, let's get you on here. Love to interview, find out what you're all about, what your channel's all about. Let all my subscribers know. Maybe we can add some subscribers to you at that point. I'd like to get Danny D'Lo on here. Great dude. I love him to death. I watched all his content. He's been hit or miss here lately. Oh, guys, we're just over the 2-hour mark. 2 hours, 2 minutes, and 36 seconds. Right on. And we got 5 people watching. That's awesome. Thank you, everybody. 6. We're up to 6 now. Right on. So, what do you guys want to talk about tonight? I'm here for you. There's, believe it or not, no referrals are necessary. There's no co-pays to talk to the doctor. No HMOs, and HIPAA does not apply here. So if you have a question about your bike, bring it up. Let's see if we get it answered tonight. If not, then I'm going to bring up a product that I believe in. I got to get it. That I think everybody should use. And if you don't, that's up to you. I mean, doesn't hurt me, but like I said, I only promote products that I believe in. So let me grab that product and let me show you. I actually grabbed 2 products to talk about. And I'm an AMSOIL dealer, so yes, they're AMSOIL products. But then again, I don't promote anything or carry anything I don't trust and believe in. The first one is the AMSOIL Miracle Wash. It's a cleaner. It's a wax. It's a UV protector. Leaves a nice showroom shine without any mess. No soap or streak residue. It's really good to use on your plastics, your chrome, your exhaust, your windshields, because it's ammonia free. Where, if you use anything with ammonia on your windshields from Harley Davidson, they're going to fog and they're going to distort, or anything from Clockworks or any of the other aftermarkets. you want to clean your bikes with something that's ammonia free. And I believe in it. I buy it by the case. I keep it here in the OR with oil filters, oil, motor oil, transmission oil, fork oil, primary oils. I keep a lot of stuff of that here. Another product that I believe in and I trust, I like it. I've used it. Put it to you this way. I used it when we used to go to the range when I was in the Army, and we used to have to, clean our weapons and turn them into the armorer, and he would inspect it. And I never got my weapon kicked back because it wasn't clean enough for him, which is the AMSOIL firearms cleaner, which really gets all the carbon off of your firearm. Okay, question on the newer twin cams. What's the lifespan of the primary chain tensors? Okay, newer twin cam. Now, newer twin cam is basically 2016 is the newest twin cam. On all your twin cam chain tensors, you're right at 30,000 miles. You want to change those. Here's a bike that had 50,000 miles on it. They changed the outer, but not the inner. And that is the cam chain tensioner. The cam chain that drove your forward jug cam to the rear jug cam was actually riding on this metal piece right in here. So 30,000 miles, you want to change those. It is a wearable part. You do want to change them. This was the outboard one. And you can see that it's in actually really good shape. And, when I opened that up, I'm like, were they done? I said, well, let me check the inboard anyways. I'm here. Might as well. I did everything to strip it down. And I pull it off and I find the inboard one. I'm like, yeah, that was never done. Or at least in, the 30,000, 40,000 miles, it wasn't done. So, yeah, you want to do them every 30,000 miles. The inboard and outboard, which is your primary, is the outboard, and your secondary, which is your inboard. You want to do those every 30,000 miles. That's what you want to do. One's on the other side. Let's see. Oh, the ones with the, okay. That's not your cam chain. It's your compensator sprocket. That's your compensator clutch tensioner. There's no mileage to check on when to replace it. Usually when you're doing a full service, depending on the bike, you want to, every 30, 40,000 miles, you're going to be pulling that primary off anyways. And that's a good time to look at it. The one on the other side with the compensator. So yeah, about 30, 40,000 miles, you want to pull off your primary and take a look at that chain tensioner for your primary. It's a primary chain tensioner. That's the one you want to change when it needs to be done. You know what? You can't change it too early, but you can change it too late. That is a huge, huge chain that's in there. If that wears down and breaks the chain, it's going to be real, real expensive. So, a $30 gasket and a quart of oil is a lot cheaper than buying inner and outer primary cases and chains and clutch baskets and compensators, which I have not seen yet, but I'm grateful for. But I have replaced some tensioners for the primary chain, and they're not hard to do. You remove, depending on the bike, you might have to remove the rider floorboard or peg. Good idea to remove the passenger floorboard or peg, get out of your way. Drain the oil. Make sure you can get the oil drain plug out of your primary. We'll drain that. get the derby cover off. You want to make sure you get that off because that's how you're going to fill your primary. And then you're going to take the screws out around your primary. Now you got to watch when you do it because there are some that are long and some that are short. And you want to make sure that you use the right screws in the right places at all times. So, once you get that off, then you could remove the primary chain tensioner without having to remove the clutch basket and your compensator. But if you're there, you might as well, because you know what? The compensator is a weird item, Harry. It really is. I have a friend of mine here who loves to do rolling burnouts. His favorite thing in the world is rolling burnouts. So he goes through compensators. And they finally went to the rebuildable Man of War compensators. So he's just got to rebuild it every now and then instead of replacing the whole thing. Again, doing rolling burnouts will cost you. You're not doing it, don't worry about it. But every 30, 40,000 miles, man, check that primary chain tensioner. If it's not an automatic chain tensioner, then you want to adjust it because it's going to need adjustment. The chains do stretch. Hopefully, Harry, I answered that question for you. And if not, and you need to get that done, you can always reach out to me and I'll get you in and we'll get that taken care of for you. I can show you, I'll even show you how to do it. Got to hang now. Jesus. So what else is going on, everybody? That's a good question, by the way, Harry. Thank you. Hey, got a new comment in there for the sunglasses. Thank you, Scott. Appreciate it. I hope you're entered in, man. You're in the database, believe it or not. Not at this moment, but definitely by tomorrow, late morning, you will be in the database because it's going to pop up as an unread message. So you'll be in there for the sunglass giveaway. And if you want, while you're here tomorrow, I'll even show you what they look like. I have them. Like I said, I bought a pair for myself. The next giveaway, guys, I know we're not through this one yet, but give everybody a heads up. The next giveaway is when I hit 1,000 subscribers. I don't care if I hit 1,000 within 12 months or whatever, but I set goals. You know what? I'm going to set this new goal. When I hit 750 subscribers, we'll give something away. I don't know what it is yet, but at 750 subscribers, which is only 225 away, I will definitely give something away. What it is, I don't know. I have to think about it. Better yet, guys, in the comment section, why don't you tell me what you think I should give away? No, the 114 motor is not the giveaway. Give away the CVO. Harry, you're a funny guy, man. You're funny like a clown. You amuse me. What movie is that from? That's a good movie. No, I'm not giving away the CVO. My wife would kill me. She loves that bike. That's our bike we tour on. That's the bike we go to rallies on. But yeah, let me know what you guys think I should give away at 750 subscribers. I have the idea of a $100 Harley Davidson gift card when I hit 1,000. Maybe a $75 gift card to Harley Davidson at 750. I don't know. But every time I give something away, I always add in some extra stuff like a poker chip and a few stickers. So no, and I'm not going to give away the lowrider S with the 131. So don't even ask. I love horsepower, and that lowrider S is my hot rod. And everybody's got to have a hot rod. That's mine. The CVO's got the 117, and that's basically stock except for slip-ons, and I love it just the way it is. And let me tell you, when I was ordering the 131, I was thinking of doing the 131 and the lowrider and the CVO, but the motor is painted that metallic gray, metallic gray, and being metallic black or the black paint wouldn't match the transmission. I'm like, nah, definitely lowrider S. It's a lighter bike, anyways. It's a third the weight, so third to weight with big horsepower, definitely. What'd you guys like to see me give away? Another knife? Another pair of sunglasses at $750. A gift card for Harley Davidson. Let me know. Seriously, let me know what you guys like to see me give away. Or, well, it'd be kind of hard because there's guys in Philly and Ohio and Pennsylvania and California that watch this, and Indonesia, believe it or not. Tires. Yeah. Tires. Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, tires is a good idea. Give away a rear tire. That might be an idea. I like giving away stuff, and if I ever get anything for free for this channel, that's definitely a giveaway item. Like that knife I got from Sanity. I gave it away. Now, if Dakota Digital Gauges gives me a set of gauges, I'm not giving those away. I'm going to keep those. I'm going to put those on my CVO. I do have a set laying here doing nothing, though, but I promised them to somebody else who wants to buy them. But I do, if I ever get anything that, I'm not going to use, then I'll definitely give them away. If, Saddleman sent me something, or Fuel Moto sent me something, or, Advan Black sent me something, or Hogwarts sent me something, I definitely work out a giveaway on that stuff. Because, I have this channel because of you guys. And who better to benefit from this channel than you guys than me? I spend a lot of money on, the camera equipment and things like that, and internet, and Wi-Fi extenders, and camera, like I said, cameras and time, but I have fun doing it. So that, to me, that's the payoff, is me having fun doing it. I'm having fun doing this tonight. So yeah, Harry, tires might not be a bad idea, maybe, what I might give away, if somebody wants, they could spend a day in the shop. We could spend a day together, working on your bike, doing, whatever you want, bring your parts, and we could do whatever you want. There's no labor, there's no hazmat, no disposal fees, nothing like that. So that's a good possibility. There's a lot of good possibilities that could come from that. Oh, it'd be nice if Saddleman sent me a seat, though. And I give away a seat. That'd be cool. Or if Legend sent me some suspension, give that away. Yeah, no labor fees, definitely. If you come here and you bring your parts and we work on it together, yeah, there's no labor fees. I don't care what it is. The only thing is, with the state of Connecticut Department of Motor Vehicles, I can't open a motor, so we can't do a motor build for you. I can't weld frames, but I can do bolt-on accessories. I can do tires, tubes, wheel balances, engine oil, other vehicle fluids, which is, your motor, your trans, your primary, your brakes, your clutch, if you have a hydraulic clutch, bolt-on accessories, and lighting. Uh, bolt-on accessories is handlebars, uh, suspension, you know, that's all could be done. That's not a problem. Um, so, and I honestly don't like opening up motors and doing motor work. It's just way too much work. Because I'm quite anal with it. Uh, when sit there and set somebody's lifters, on the video, you see me putting them in, and then, on the twin cam, there's really not much you could do to set the lifter, because you have the anti-roll pin. But on the Milwaukee 8s with the lifter cuffs, or tappet cuffs as they call them, I'll actually put a 2000 feeler gauge in there, and I'm going to measure, make sure they're 2000ths away, on either side of that lifter cuff so they don't drag, and I'll rotate it around. And if it hangs up, then I'm going to readjust it. And that 1000th makes a huge difference, because I'm quite, like I said, I'm anal with that. It's what I like to do. And, I had that 107 motor make over 100 horse with just a stage 2, which I was quite impressed with. 103.62. So we could round it up to 104 horses out of a 103 with a stage 2. That's pretty impressive. That's because I spent the time and doing things like, setting the tolerances for the lifters, and, centering the oil pump, and centering the cam plate, doing all of that stuff, and changing out the cam bearings, and make it, just going through and freeing up everything this way, because drag creates, well, destroys horsepower and torque. So the less internal drag you have on the motor, the better it's going to, produce power. So think about that. If you have a lifter dragging, one lifter takes a little bit of drag, it's going to steal horsepower from you and torque. So you want to set those right. So you want to, a slip fit with no shake. You want to put the lifter in and just let it drop down. And when you pick it up, it falls right back with the rotation of the cam. Now, if it hangs, there's an issue. So now we got to find out what that issue is. And can you imagine if I'm doing that just with lifters and cams? Can you imagine how anal I am with piston rings and pistons and porting and polishing and everything? I mean, my 93 Softail, I love that bike. When I built that motor, I put an S&S 585 cam in that. I put S&S lifters in that. I put an S&S oil pump in that. I put the Revolution top end in it, so it went from 80 to 85 cubic inch. I flowed the heads in that, and I'd go back and forth to the flow bench, with appointments. I'd, port and polish, go to the flow bench, flow them, come back, do some more. I got to the point where the guy at the flow bench says, if you do any more, you can destroy these heads. By the time I got done with that motor, it made 140 foot-pounds of torque at the back tire on an 85 cubic inch motor on an Evo. That thing was a beast. It was a pissed off bike when you whack that throttle, and it was fun, but yet scary to ride. That brothers of mine who I rode with, they're like, no, I don't want to take that for a ride, because I'd either want it or I'd be afraid of it. And I get it, you know. Let's see. Next question. With those adjustable push rods, is it possible just wrong? Yes, it is very possible, Harry. It's very possible that you can adjust your adjustable push rods too much. On your lifters, it will tell you in thousands, usually about 100,000, 90,000. They want those lifters to compress to put them in the middle. Again, this is where my anal retentive comes in. That I will sit there and, depending on the adjustable push rod. Hold on, let me grab one. Okay, I grabbed some adjustable push rods here. These are from Fuel Moto, my friends. I love their products. They're good people to work with. But okay, we got an adjustable push rod here, right? So the adjustment is on the bottom, right? And you just spin this out to extend it. And then there's the jam nut. And they're hollow. And, depending on who you use and what you use, how many turns from zero lash? Now, what's zero lash? That's a good question. When you put these in, you want to try and feel the amount of drag on it and up and down play. So when I'm putting in push rods or adjustable push rods like this, right, I'm going to extend them till this is no longer walking within the lifter or the rocker arm. And then I'm going to count like for these push rods, 2.5 turns. So I'm going to take a red marker on one of the flats here, and I'm going to mark it. And then I'm going to count 2.5 turns. And once that's done, I'll do the other one. And once the second one's done, I'm going to wait 20 minutes. And why wait to 20 minutes? Because you want the lifters to bleed down. And then once the lifters have bled down and I know I'm at the bottom or within the sweet spot of that lifter, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate the motor around, 2 full turns. Just to get everything working and communicating well together. Get around 2 full turns. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure the lash. How, did that push rod loosen up at all? Now you got to be careful because it could have lost its prime or it could not have. And it all depends on how you do your lifters. I got a tool so I could pressurize the chamber I put the lifters in that will push the oil through and chase all the air out so you don't have to let them soak for 24 hours. I let my lift right now, I let them soak for 24 to 48 hours before I use them at a minimum. And, once that's done, then I'll readjust them and then move on to the, either the other cylinder. And once those 2 cylinders are done, the bike's done, I'll start it up and I'm going to listen. And I got a stethoscope with a little probe on it that I could pinpoint noises. And with adjustable push rods, I'm going to tell you, you'll never get the valve train quiet like you do with solids. But you could get it close. And, when I use adjustable push rods in a bike, I tell people all the time, ride it for 100 miles, bring it back, and I'll readjust them. And I never charge them a labor for readjustment. Same thing when I put a head pipe on a bike. Everything's cold. It's got a heat cycle. And I tell them, come back in about 100 or so miles, no more than 200. And then I'm just going to check the torque on your head pipe. But with adjustable push rods, I want to, check the adjustment. And how you do that is the cylinder you're working on is top dead center. So your lifter's fully down. on your cam, your valve is fully closed, and that's going to be the longest measurement that you will have. So that's important when you use adjustable push rods. I've been wanting to do a video of installing adjustable push rods and how to adjust them and ways to do it, but I haven't had the chance yet. But like I said, I have them in stock from Fuel Moto. From, they're a good company. I like their products. When I buy performance products, that's who I go to, except for the 131. That went right from Harley. And, it is what it is. Hopefully, Harry, that answered your question about adjustable push rods. You do want that lifter to float. I'm reading it again here. You do want it to float because depending on what lifter you use, usually you want it 100,000, which puts it in the middle because the space for that plunger to go in the lifter and a hydraulic lifter is about 200 thousandths, and you want it in the middle of that 200 thousandths, which is 100 thousandths. Stock push rods are better. They're stronger. And if you get a bolt-in cam, then you don't need like a Zippers 468 on a Milwaukee 8 or a 472 on a Milwaukee 8 from Zippers. You don't need to put in adjustable push rods. Now, with that being said, there's more labor and more work that you have to do. Like you have to remove your upper rocker boxes. You have to remove your rocker arms and your breather assemblies for your crankcase ventilation. Pull out your push rods to do that. Now, if you get adjustable push rods, make sure you get the zero clearance one so you can put them in without having to do all that. And you can use a set of bolt cutters to cut the stock push rods out without removing all this up top. But you got to rotate your motor around to get it on the bottom. You cut them, you pull them out, you put in your adjustments, you adjust them, you rotate the motor around, you do the other one, rotate the motor around, you get that back cylinder again, top dead center, and you check your adjustment on those, and then you do the front cylinder or vice versa, depending on which way you started. I always start on the back, work my way forward. It's just a technique. It's not a right or a wrong way of doing things. So that's another good question. Yo, Harry, you got a lot of good questions tonight, man. I appreciate it, That's good stuff, bro. Good stuff. So if you have any questions or you want to buy some, performance parts, head over to fuelmotousa.com. Let them know Dr. Harley sent you. Again, they don't send me anything. They don't pay me anything. But I'm hoping if they hear, hey, Dr. Harley on YouTube is recommending me, they might send me something. Who knows? And if they send me something, guess what? I'll be giving it away to you guys. That's the trade-off. You guys promote me with all the vendors and with your friends. And then when I get something, I give it to you. Let's see. I figured out how to use the live chat tonight. That's awesome. Well, welcome, brother. I appreciate it, But yeah, if you ever order stuff, I don't care if it's from JP Cycles or your local Harley dealership or Fuel Moto or Saddleman or whoever, let them know Dr. Harley sent you, because you know what? I've done a lot, I've installed a lot of Zero products and I like their products. I like their cup holders and I like their bolt caps. As far as Advan Black goes, I like their extended bags, their fender extensions, the tour pack lighting that they have. I've installed it on my tour pack. If you let them know that, hey, I sent you, I appreciate it, because who knows? Maybe they might sit there and says, you know what, this guy's promoting us and we're not, and all he's doing is promoting us, and we're not helping them out. Maybe they'll help me out. Who knows? And, if they send me anything, like I said, I'll just give it away to you guys. That's just how I am. But if someone sent me a free motorcycle, well, I'm not giving that away. But with that being said, if I get a deluxe or a heritage donated to me, I would love to build a West Coast Cholo chopper. That's right, a West Coast Cholo chopper out of a deluxe or a heritage, or even a Road King. Build that out with the extended fishtails, the big tires, the big bars, all the chrome, the fancy paint. See if I can get a lot of that donated. And what I'd like to do is raffle that bike off, selling $100 a ticket, and every penny of the proceeds of that gets donated to either a veterans organization or a animal rescue organization or Bikers Against Child Abuse organization, and just donate all that money and give it to these organizations that do amazing work within the motorcycle community. Because, I believe in our community. I support our community. I think our community is the best community or subculture out of all of them. We're not a cult, but we are our own subculture within the American culture, which is great. Now I'm getting the hiccups. So we got 7 people on. Where's everybody from? Who else is still here? Harry's there. My wife's here. I'm here. Who else is here? Let me know in the side comments. FPS left. I know that. Tweedledee, are you still here, or are you still, not? I know you're still not feeling well. Hopefully you went to bed, brother. James, are you still here? Let's see. Northeast Racing from Jason from Hartford. What's up, brother? Southern Illinois is near. Nice. What's up, Ixon Biker? Right on, man. I don't know how long you guys been listening or anything, but I've been trying to invite people in, man. If you want to get in on this, I could send you an invite and we could add you onto this live. Either one of you want to. I'd be more than happy to have you on. Do like a mini interview. Let me know. I'll give you my email. I'm not shy. There you go. There's my email. Send me an email and I'll send you a link that you could click on and we can add you to this conversation. Why not? Let's have some fun with this. This is a new software format that I got that I'm trying. And, why not? So there's the email. Let me know if you want to get in on this live chat. We've been at this tonight for 2 hours and 39 minutes and 17 seconds. And about, 6 shots in a Jaeger cold brew. And oh, you're good for now? Right on, bro. I appreciate it. Hey, XM Biker, you going to the 120th anniversary party in Milwaukee during the summer? I'm going to be there. I'll be there Friday, Saturday, and heading out on Sunday. So let me know if you're going to be there. Maybe we could hook up. I'm actually sponsored on going out there. So I'm flying out and I got a rental car and a hotel. Uh, I'm in a cage. So I'm going to reach out to Harley. Maybe they could send, let me get a bike to ride while I'm out there. If I got to rent it, I got to rent it. If not, then they give me one to ride. That'd be awesome. Illinois has got to be cold. Southern Illinois, even still, that's got to be cold right about now. Ooh. Because I can tell you right now, it's cold in Connecticut. That's actually 35 degrees out, which is not bad. What do you think of I know you've been on my previous pass. What do you think of the new format? I'm able to do this. Let's see, because had not planned on it. I'll be in Chopper Show. Oh, nice. St. Louis Chopper Show, February. I didn't know they were having one. 50 degrees right now? Bro, if it was 50 degrees right now in Connecticut, I'd be riding. Absolutely, I would be riding. But good for you, man. But no, I wasn't. I didn't know that St. Louis had a chopper show in February, man. February 11th. That's awesome. Actually, that's the date, February 11th, which is a Wednesday night, that I'm going to pick the winner for the sunglasses live. So, if you don't get a chance to watch that because you're at the chopper show, make sure you watch the video to see if you won or not afterwards. Because that's the day I'm going to be giving away that those sunglasses. It's a Wednesday night, and definitely we'll be doing in February, mid-February, we'll be doing a live install of the Harley Davidson 131 crate motor on my 2020 Lowrider S. That oh, no kidding, Pro Monkey's going to be there. Dude, Pro Monkey's a great dude. I love watching his stuff. I'm going to try and get him here on the channel one night for an interview. I love his content. I think he does great work. He's a great storyteller. Love to have him on this channel one on a Wednesday night for one of my lives. I got to reach out to him. I've been thinking about doing it. I just got to, buckle down and get it done. I know he's busy traveling with his job. He's all over the place. I'm a fan of his. But yeah, definitely. That's awesome, man. Pro Monkey's going to be there. I believe he's from Illinois originally before he went to Southern Florida. Yeah, he is a good dude. He's stand up, straight up dude. When he was asking about his douchebagger, what else should he do? Or with his scarlet red bike, I said, definitely you got to do Dakota digital gauges on those bikes. I mean, they're phenomenal. I mean, his bikes are awesome. I can't wait to see his chopper come to completion. If you guys haven't seen yet or heard of Professional Monkey here on YouTube, he's at like 78,000, 77,000 subscribers. Harley Davidson sent him a 131 engine as a gift, which was amazing. And with all the extras. St. Louis originally. Got it. I knew he was out that way. But, I love watching his channel. He's a good dude. I look forward to watching his channels. He hasn't done a live in a while. I can't wait till he gets back to doing a live. I always, on the side chatting in, and he probably ignores half the stuff I said, and I don't blame him that I type in. But like I said, I love to get him on here one night for an interview. Maybe tomorrow I'll send him an email saying, hey, brother, I'd love to interview you on my channel. Whatever. I know I sent one out to Moto Blonde. She hasn't gotten back to me yet. Heather, she's awesome. I like watching her as well. And I got to invite Meg from Meg's Motorcycle Journey. That's another person I enjoy watching. And of course, Hollywood and Danny D'Lo. And I'd also love to get Sos the Ghost on here. He's a fellow Connecticut person. Yeah, you're about 90 minutes south of St. Louis. Yeah, right on, man. The closest I came to St. Louis is I flew over my helicopter on my way out to Nebraska for my 2-week summer camp. I was a Chinook crew chief at that time and sitting in the cabin door, and we flew right over St. Louis, man. Good times. I loved it when I was flying crewing helicopters. It was a good time in my life. Yeah, it was cool. One time I was, believe it or not, when I was in Iraq in 2009 and 10, I actually had to fly around the New England Patriot cheerleaders. I'm not a New England Patriots fan, but however, I am a NFL cheerleader fan. So for 3 days, I had to fly around these beautiful women who look good and smell good. And I've been in country at that point 9 months. And all the other women I've seen looked and smelled as bad as I did. So, it is what it is. And I had a good time with it. I served 15 years in the Connecticut National Guard as a crew member. LOL, hard. Yeah, dude, it was hard. Trust me. Not as hard as when I did a calendar photo shoot in my garage here for my shop. But I'll be doing another photo shoot here in the future. Friends of mine who are models have been after me to do so. And I mentioned I'm thinking about doing it, and they're going to hold me to the irons of getting it done. So yes, definitely will do that. Hopefully the last calendar I didn't do so well for my little OR that I got going on here, my operating room or my garage/shop. Didn't sell a lot, but that was prior to YouTube. So here's hopes that maybe this time it'll do better. But again, I'm not into this for money. If I could break even, I'm happy. And I'm far from breaking even for the investment that I made. But who cares? When I die, I can't take it with me. All right, guys, we're at 2 hours and 48 minutes tonight. It is a work night for most, but not all. I know a lot of us do have to go to work tomorrow. I don't. I'm off till the 3rd of January, paid holiday from my full-time job, and I'm appreciative of that. So I'm going to say goodnight. Yeah, I do enjoy my life. Thank you very much. And as I always say, man, I'm going to sign off of here with my traditional sign off. Live the best life you can, because I know I do. Ride often and ride hard. And thank you for coming in tonight. I appreciate it. Have a great evening, everybody. Happy New Year. I hope 2023 brings everybody a lot of joy, happiness, and riches. Until the next one, live the best life you can. Ride often and ride hard.